Are they like moving country to country? Like, are they
Yes, they're
they're
slave.
invading? They're doing like a world war type of situation.
They must be because they're talking about how they're coming back here after Paris Week. Everybody was down there, over there for Paris, not Paris Week, Fashion Week, and they hitch a ride back to the various
Mm.
countries our fashionistas and fashionistas are coming in from.
Mm.
I don't want to alarm you.
Fashion.
Fun fact: that track I just played, AI
Yes.
generated.
Oh,
I made it
AI
just
generated.
before. AI generated.
what'd you put
Can
in?
you run that
Bro?
back?
Yeah.
This is AI generated.
What is it?
I just have robots dancing in my head to this.
I put in
You know.
90s hip hop b-boy party starter.
That's
I'll
not
put
it.
in. This ain't it.
I walked into the party out. That would not get me started. I would just go to my stuff.
Well, they threw it out the back door.
It's not the party style. Were those lyrics? Was it about to speak?
I could have sworn in the background you hear somebody be like party. Party.
That's right. Yeah, that party would not have been something.
Party starter.
Party.
Tell you what. One of you guys give me a couple of words for another track. I'll generate it right here on the side. Play it when it's ready. Just throw out like 4 or 5 words.
Bass heavy.
Bass heavy, melodic.
Upbeat.
Mm-hmm. That's 3.
Unrobotic.
Like 2 more.
No, 2 more.
You like 2 more.
Funky.
Funky. Uh-oh.
Funkily.
AI's interpretation of funky might be
I know.
questionable.
Uno más.
Reggae.
Oh gosh.
All right.
I got an answer.
Yes.
Let's see how good this is.
Yeah, cool. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll play it when
Oh,
it's
it takes
ready.
some time. It takes some time to cook up.
It takes a couple of seconds.
It's like
I gotta
30
move it over to
minutes.
here and
Like an easy bake oven cake.
yeah.
Making that cake by a light bulb. Gotta wait about 15 to 20 minutes.
That's what kids want to do. They want to put something in a little box.
It was the craziest. It was the craziest waiting game. It's like you had to go play something else while you wait for the cake to bake.
While you were play baking.
Right.
I guess it was real baking because the food came out.
And you had a little tiny knife and you cut that little tiny cake into the portions of the people who were waiting for it to be done. Because you couldn't make like, here's one for you, here's one for me. No, all 6 of you had
It
this
would
shit.
take so long. So long to make all of it.
Like that big around little cake. Oh gosh. Oh, good times though.
That was better. That was better than the Chia Pet.
Yeah.
Well, Chia was barely a toy.
Mm-hmm.
This is what's taking everybody's jobs right here.
It sounds
Bass
like
heavy, melodic, upbeat, funky reggae.
It sounds like a little some music they would have used in Howard the Duck. Like some running music or some
Right.
other activity in a movie. In Howard the
Running.
Duck.
I don't know if
After that duck.
I don't know if y'all played Sonic, but it definitely sounds like one of the game level music, and as you're running through the different boards.
See?
I don't know. Maybe they should come out with different variations of trap. Like they should have a AI, like an AI that has a cultural plug-in or something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like way more intuitive to the cultural, you know, minutia that
Yeah.
separates certain things. It's hard to capture that, in my opinion, in a country like America that has so many variations of, you know, I don't. I guess that's why they call it soul. Like you have a little bit of an emotion or something behind what you're making, but I don't know. Yeah, I haven't figured it out yet, man.
That's
I don't
it.
think they got it.
Some of that,
Not quite
some of
it.
that
Not quite it.
dead eye music ain't nothing behind them. Just dead. Just okay. Dead eye.
That's what you should have said in the description.
Dead.
Soul. Add some soul.
Oh.
And see what.
Just one word for it. Soul.
Yeah, soul. With
Speaking of soul,
Motown.
how are you all doing? How you doing? Amici, how's it going, man? How's your week been?
Yeah, been a good week so far. I know it's still early in the week, but yeah, good start.
It's still early. It's a Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
On the first Tuesdays of the month. Tandy, how you doing?
Doing great today.
It's a different background for you.
That's right. I'm on vacay. I'm on vacay.
Very nice. You still decided to rock with us.
Oh, always.
Very nice.
Always.
Ooh, it's getting late.
And John, how you doing?
Doing good, man. Watching football again. Love it. Shout out to Coach Prime. Not a big fan of the Swifty Kansas City Chiefs thing.
It is ridiculous to me.
I don't think any of the diehard football fans care about the Swifties, but
you would think an alien landed in the stands.
Mm-hmm.
The way people are reacting.
Because it's like not even about the game at all. It's just here's a picture of a celebrity in the stands. That's basically what it is.
And it's just her. And it's
we don't know the scores of the games. We don't hear anything else. It's just
and why is she so hype at the games? I'm sure she has no idea what the fuck is going on. Travis Kelce barely is even doing much. Like he's a great player, but he had one catch last game, and she had all of Hollywood's, Walk of Fame there. Like, what? No one cares about them. So put it back on a football game. Like football players want to watch football, not celebrity. That's how basketball shit. Get that shit out of there. Except for Prime. We like Prime celebrities. Prime celebrities, going back to that cultural difference, right? You can tell the celebrities are there to support him and the kids at Colorado. The ones in the NFL, it sounds like they're just advertising something, I don't like it. Outside of that, my soul's good though.
Yeah. Good to hear, John.
Yeah.
Antoine, how about you? How about you?
I'm doing good. My kids was real sick yesterday.
Oh no.
But he's much better today.
Oh, good.
Sounds back. But yeah, yesterday was rough for all of us.
Allergies, cold.
No, like a stomach thing. Like a stomach, like going like through like 15 diapers. It's crazy.
Oh, man. Boy,
It
was lining them
was
up, wasn't he?
crazy and gross. But yeah, other than that, the whole Taylor Swift thing is because my wife is a Swiftie, you might say, and so she's loving it. She loves to give me updates on it, asking me questions about Travis Kelce, which I'm not as well versed. But yeah, it's you would think that she punched somebody at the game. The way people are talking about it, she got so excited that she uppercutted Travis Kelce's mom. No, they're just there watching.
She's just present.
That's the news.
Mm-hmm.
And the NFL like changed her Twitter page or something. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
A lady posted on, I think it was Twitter, I saw it, and she's like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know anything about football, anything about downs or whatever. And then so she's doing a selfie and she points behind her. She's like, but I know that Taylor Swift is up there. So she's pointing to, I guess, where the box is. And that was it. Like she's just, you're in a space where somebody is insane. It's like going to the airport because somebody famous is going to be flying through it. There are thousands of people in there and it has no bearing on it whatsoever.
Yeah. But it's
exactly.
Lot of stuff,
yeah, people are like, "Oh, I want to get tickets to the game." To see her in a box in the distance? Is that what you're buying a
and
ticket
for
for?
how long? They're not even. There's not a serious dating thing. She could be there for 3 or 4 games. He get hurt, and then there's no reason for her to show up. And
Or they
now,
break up.
or they break up, which will most likely happen,
Yeah.
according to her history. Not, you know what I'm saying?
Get her.
And his.
Get her. Get him.
But yeah, Shout out to Travis. He's a UC guy. Went to University of Cincinnati. I went to University of Cincinnati. Didn't really know him that much, but he wasn't a Swiftie
Wait,
back in the day.
we all there around the same time?
We were there at the same time, man.
What?
Yeah.
No,
Older than you? Younger?
Probably the same age, maybe a year younger.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I'm sitting here on a podcast with someone who
Nope.
was adjacent.
Nope.
Is now dating Taylor.
Here's another issue I have with the Taylor Swift thing. I said this to my wife. Do you realize the Super Bowl is the biggest essential concert on earth? And all of these stars, no different or less or powerful than she is, come and perform at that where they get all this attention. She's bringing Super Bowl-esque attention to the Kansas City Chiefs. As if the Kansas City Chiefs were like the Browns or like the Bad News Bears. Like they just won the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're one of the top teams in the league. Like, but the marketing around it is if she is bumping them up to make them
right.
And I'm like, to Swifties and people that don't watch that football, she's doing that. But for the other 200 million NFL fans, they're like, I mean, yeah, like he's a 2-time Super Bowl player. Of course, he's dope, you know. But I'll give a little history. Tony Romo had the same issue with Jessica Simpson when he started dating her. He was a Cowboy. She would show up to the games, and Tony Romo started throwing interceptions, getting tackled, and concussions, and then it all drove. You know, the energy went down. So if the Chiefs keep winning, we'll keep hearing all this shit. If they lose, Kels gets hurt, we'll see the fair weather Swifties, as I'm going to start calling them. No.
Yeah.
No disrespect.
It would be great though if they were able to turn some of those Swifties into real football fans though. It'd be fun to see how many people stick with Kelsey in the breakup.
I think a good amount will. You know, a good amount of those. It's fair to say. I don't think all of them will stay, but I'm sure some of them will like him and they'll keep following him and to the next dating girl he's caught. Because that's like I think he went on like a dating show a few years ago, like a dating reality show.
Oh,
so he's in that you know, that he's already kind of playing into that world anyway. So you know, making a more eligible bachelor. Hell, we might see him with Kim Kardashian next. You know,
and that'll be the end of it.
That'll be
the end of his career.
Well, I don't know. Does she ruin white men, or is it just black men that she has a bad? Because we gotta check.
How did
her husband that she got married to and divorced in like 2 years? It was a NBA Nets player.
What about Pete Davidson? How did he fare?
I mean, he looked like he's been glowing up. He got more money, more sponsorships. He's in movies. I can't see. I see him everywhere. I'm tired of seeing Pete Davidson.
Okay.
Damn Pete Davidson.
If she would have dated him one more month, he would have been on Sexiest Man cover. I promise. That's how much I was seeing his with whatever he got going on. But shout out to Pete. No hate.
I'm tired of seeing you, but no hate.
Yeah, I mean, I am. I think that's fair. Goddamn Pete Davidson commercials.
It's like I normally don't like or not a big fan of talking about celebrity dating, whatever. But it is interesting to talk about the effect that has on people's career, and I'm sure it's like a pretty strategic thing. It's nothing new. This is like
Oh yeah.
kingdoms uniting by marrying people. Like people dating and getting married to boost their careers is like as old as careers.
I
So
mean, yeah,
it is still, but it's still interesting for me to observe.
that's an ancient concept. The houses marrying the other house to attain this family's wheat and that family's, coal. And look. I mean, look at the Queen of England's family. It's no secret how much inbreeding they've done to keep power. I mean, we're just seeing in our world the wealthy try to do that, but they don't stay married, so we don't got to worry about 3 generations of Swifties. Um, that's not about to happen. I promise you. America is fair weather as hell.
We cut to let's do a scene. We cut to dad knocking on his son's door. Yo, hey, Travis.
Yeah,
Travis.
yeah.
Hey, buddy. Got idea. I want to run it by you. Just a little bit of a proposition. You know Lacey across the street. She's in the same grade as you.
Of course I know Lacey. Come on, Dad. I'm like kind of
she's
famous at school. Like everybody knows that I know everybody at school.
exactly. And Lacey is she's got a lot of potential. She's getting up there. She's a sweet girl.
You mean like she's getting tall, or you mean like her popularity?
Her popularity, it's from what I like. More than I do, but like from what I've heard, she's not quite your level, but like she's on the way up, a rising star. Yeah.
My level. Nah. I wear sunglasses in school. She ain't at that level yet. You know what I'm saying?
You sure do. I tell you not to. You do it anyway. You're a rebel.
Yeah, I know, man. I mean, I'm just too confident. You don't have the confidence I got there, but that's cool though.
But you know what? Also, I don't have that nice propane grill that they have over there. And I was talking to her dad, and he said if you were willing to take Lacey on a few dates, he'd let me use that grill for a couple of steak nights.
Whoa.
This is for the family, son.
Whoa,
this is for the family.
Hold on about okay, I hear you, Dad.
Are you sure? I can't tell behind the sunglasses if you're paying attention.
I mean, I'm paying attention. Just imagine my eyes are looking dead at you in awe that you are trying to arrange my relationship. I got options, Dad. I don't need nobody to be pointing and say you date this. I mean, I got somebody that could probably buy a propane grill for us if I really wanted to. If I switched my glasses out and wore some different ones, and but she is kind of fly.
She is kind of fly. She's a sweet girl, and I feel like you guys would go nice together. I'm not saying you gotta marry her. Just take her out on a few dates. Let me get a couple of steak nights in, and then we'll see what happens. You really got to think about what's good for the family here, son. That's what your dad's been doing for a long time. I've been working hard for this family, and I think it's you're old enough to use a little bit of what you got.
You're right. Okay, so I'll do this.
There you are. There's my boy.
Under one condition, Pops. I need you to reach out to your friend at the newspaper, Houston Chronicle, and let him know that your son is moving and shaking, got a new girl, and he's gonna be prancing around town at all the dates. And I want all the people to be seeing it. We need to make this thing big. We need to add almost like a spectacle around it. Otherwise, nobody's going to believe that me at my level is dating somebody at this level. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has
Do you
to
think the
be.
Houston Chronicle is going to report on this? This is
We got to Travis in the backyard at Lacey's house with her dad. So Lacey's getting ready. She'll be down in a few minutes. But yeah, I wanted to show you around a little bit. Here's my King Fire propane grill. There's only 10 of these in the country.
This is amazing. It's huge.
Yeah, custom made. Yeah. You can do a whole cow in here at one time.
Wow, dude. I mean, I can't imagine how much you paid for this baby. I mean,
Yeah.
this is fly. I mean, this is what I'm talking. This grill got a whole lot of swagger on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, awesome. So
Yeah.
you know, you just gonna let me have this. I'll take your daughter out. That's the game.
Yeah, I think I'll let you borrow it a couple times. But I also want something out of this myself. Is what I'm trying to say.
I see. What
Yeah,
you're
so
trying.
I own a restaurant, right? And
Okay.
I feel like we should like sign a deal that at least 2 of your dates will be at the restaurant because you're both so popular, and I think it'll bring like a lot of business in, and people just want to be around you guys, and I think that'll be a good way to
I
for both
I
of us
like what you're
to.
saying. I like what you're saying. I was just telling my dad we gotta hit up Houston Chronicle. I think we
Mhm.
can make this work. I will
Yeah,
take
yeah,
your daughter out.
mhm,
Your restaurant called Romeo's, the Italian
yeah,
spot. Yep.
mhm,
You're gonna take your daughter to Romeo's.
mhm.
Uh, and we'll have the Houston Chronicle come, take some photos and write a little article, publish it. We'll get all the people to come to your spot, man. You
Yeah.
know?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. I think
We, we cut to Lacey and Travis on the date. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed those steak dinners. I can smell them all the way from our backyard.
Mm.
Your dad likes that grill, huh?
The grill is phenomenal. It is.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
What's been up with you?
Nothing, but I know that my dad wanted you to come here to. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Smile. Here come the cameras. Cheese. Thank you. I know Dad wanted you to bring me here for publicity, and I'm totally okay with that. I mean, you're not the only guy I've been to this restaurant with, but
Oh, I'm not like that, man. You ain't got to get all into your past business. This is
no
all
problem.
on. This is the surface thing. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Let's just elevate our statuses off of this, right? Let's not try to get
Hmm.
our emotions on what happened in the past. You know what I'm
At
saying?
all. Are you having a good time? I'm having a good time.
I mean,
I s-
this is cool. I mean, the food, your dad's food is okay. You
mhm.
know, it's kind of hot in here, and AC ain't working all that great.
Right.
Um, I
Well,
swear this was lemonade I asked for, but it does not have any sweet in it. But as long as the image look good,
mhm. Can I ask a favor though?
cool.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm having a good time. You're having a good time. It smells like a second date is coming. And I'd be so happy to go out with you for a second date, maybe even a third or fourth. If I could just get you to ask my dad if I could be the business manager here. I'm ready to drop out of high school and I just want to manage this restaurant. You see all the things that are going wrong. I can fix this. I
Um,
can turn this place around.
you know, that's that might be a little bit outside of my comfort zone. I'm not a business negotiator. I'm a I like to attract attention, but here's what I'll do. I'll just ask you if I'm gonna put my name on you. If I'm gonna go through this. I want to know for sure what you could do. So, what experience do you have to be a business manager here?
Mm, probably just as much as the last guy I dated, who's the business manager now. Um, he made a deal with my father to.
We come back to Travis in the backyard with that. Wait, so she wants to be the business manager at the restaurant, and you're acting as her agent?
Yeah, she wanted me to go in there and negotiate a firing of her ex-boyfriend and a hiring of her
Okay.
based on the original deal we made to go on a date with her. Dad, I'm just saying this is just complicated, all right? This
Yeah.
is just
No. 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 This is absolutely normal.
too many deals going on at
this is
one time.
this is how relationships go. Okay. That this is pretty normal. But you'll
It's
realize
so
this as you get older.
complicated.
There's a lot of paperwork. There's a lot of contracts you need to cover yourself. Okay.
I
So
didn't know I had to have a job and doing all this negotiating. I just wanted to elevate my status.
oh wait, sorry. Here's the Chronicles. So you want to smile for the cameras? Okay. Um, look. That's absolutely fine. I think we can make that happen, or at least do some kind of have her work shifts when her boyfriend's not there. She can manage, and we can knock him down to Tuesdays or something. Um, but to do that, I think I'm gonna need something from you to
You're gonna
make
need
this happen.
something for me to.
Yeah. Well, I noticed your dad got that new Ferrari, and I would love to just take it out for a drive or two.
We got to. So you're telling me that in order to make your deal work, he's got to borrow my Ferrari? Well,
Yes.
tell you what, you're my boy, and I love you, but I also love this Ferrari. So here's what I need you to do for me. I need you to go down to the city. I need you to contact the health inspector. His name is Charlie. Get him down to the restaurant. Tell him I sent you. He will know what to do, but you got to escort him to the restaurant yourself. And then that'll take care of this whole thing.
Is he not able to drive? Or do I have to walk? Like, Dad, this is just so much.
This is the last of it. I swear.
I have not
Once you
been
do this,
able to.
no other deals will need to be made.
It's just so late. I just wanna. I haven't been able to post on my social media. My fans are wonder what happened, and I can't even update them with all these damn deals that I'm getting asked to do. This is not how I wanted my fame to go.
And scene.
Probably how Michael Jackson felt. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to them. Hopefully, fame and love can be a good mix. I'm a betting man, and if they put odds in Vegas, I would bet less than 2 years. Less than 2 years.
There has to be somewhere in Vegas where they bet on celebrity relationships. There has to be.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that you can bet on most things, or like if you present some kind of case in some places, you can, hey, I want to, I don't know, bet on this thing, and they give it odds or something. They come with odds and
They come up
give
with
them the money.
guys like,
Yeah, they go in the back, they figure it out. Yeah.
20 to 10 odds on this.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a TikTok of these guys betting on how long their friend's wedding was gonna last? They were all in the wedding. They were not in the wedding. They were like wedding guests, and they're like looking at the phone and they're doing symbols like, it's gonna be like 20 minutes. It's gonna last like 25, 22. And they were taking bets and winning odds on it. Yeah, you can probably bet on anything. I mean, but Vegas style.
Vegas odds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I believe you guys had some things in the news. So besides all this celebrity BS.
Thank you for bringing up Vegas, because I don't try to link our shows, but if you call our last show, we talked about the bed bugs in Vegas, and I just wanted to report today that bed bugs are apparently or reportedly taking over France. They're on the trains. They're in people's homes. They're like everywhere people are. And as a lot of our people are returning back to the U.S. from Fashion Week, they're anticipating lots of bed bug activity coming back on over with people returning with their mini wares of clothing. Somebody says as soon as you get off the plane, just put all your clothes in Ziploc bags and put them in the freezer. 4 days, something like that. to get. I mean, I'm not taking bed bugs lightly. I'm just laughing at the idea of clothes in a Ziploc bag in your freezer.
Hilarious.
But
It just makes me think of like back in the day when a disease would come out, and like cities would like like you can't come in here, like you are from a diseased city. Like, are they putting up barriers like that now around France, or people can still roam pretty freely?
Not that I've read. I don't know if there's more information, but apparently these you know, they're everywhere.
Do we know where they came from?
Restaurants. No. They didn't say.
Do we know what their leader is? Like,
yeah. What do they want? Have they made demands?
Yeah, have they made any?
We need to know their demands.
Who's their leader?
Yeah.
Are they colluding with any nationals? You know, enemies of America. You know.
Yeah. What causes a infestation like that to grow to such proportions?
Bed bugs are some, like, they're one of those bugs that once you got them, man, you got so much time before they continue to reproduce. It's like the cycle is like in a day, and I mean, think about everything they can get into, anything they can attach themselves into. They can move. Their eggs can move. When I was in college, Cincinnati had an infestation, and it was one of the nastiest feelings I ever had in my life because people started going to movie theaters. Everyone was looking at everyone crazy. If you like bumped into them, like, hey man, you start itching everywhere. He's like, I gotta go take a shower. And you know, some people will get bit and they will show you the marks of where they got bit and stuff. So, you know, they're like some little gangsters, man.
Well,
we cut to the bed bug committee. Hey guys.
Hey.
What's that, man? Hey, what's up? What's going on, man?
Yeah, you guys all look good. You been taking some trips?
Yeah.
I've been taking trips.
This guy back.
Okay. Yeah, what did
Passport bros.
Passport bros.
Right. Meeting bed bugettes in different countries. You know, the bed bug women here act like, you know, we gotta have tons of stories about tons of people we've bitten. You know,
I know that's right.
Wants to be with you unless you bit up about half a meal. Who can do all of that? You know,
who got time to do all that? I'm an honest, hard-working bed bug. I got biting all these people. What does that mean? Does that make me a better bed bug?
Yeah, we're definitely some quality over quantity type bed bugs.
Exactly. Think about the people I bit, not how many. Who were they?
We buy quality people.
But see, we didn't worry about that over there.
No, bed bugettes in other countries, they see us, they're like, whoa, I know that they've bitten some quality people. Quantity does not matter to them.
They assume quantity when they see us, and when they hear where we're from, they say that is some quality bed bug right there, and they want some.
That's right. I probably got about 2 million babies over there still waiting on me.
I mean, for us though, that's not very many babies. That's a regular amount of babies.
I wasn't over there for that long, is what I'm saying.
You're right though. Yeah, I probably got me a couple mil myself. You know.
I know I do at least 3 mil.
Yeah, that's amazing, guys. That's amazing. Well, you know, while you guys were all gone, you know, I was here. And you know, it was a little bit lonely, just me and my 3 billion kids.
We told you, man. That's what you get.
That one man.
You keep trying to make things work over here. It's not gonna work over here.
No, it's gonna work out with
passport bugs, man. Passport bugs.
Yeah, you're over here a single dad bed bug trying to make it work, and you're not getting the respect you need.
Yeah, it didn't work out with Maxine, and you know she's gone. But you know, me and the kids we're trying to make it. I've got them all in school. I've got them all. I got them all working on a life plan, and
Hey man, listen, that's not a
Sounds
bed bug's
stressing,
purpose.
man.
That's not our life. We're not supposed to be in charge of those kinds of things. What's Maxine doing, huh? What's she doing? If you got the
Mm-hmm.
kids in school, what's going on with her?
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, she's remarried, and
Oh
she's
man.
You,
got her own thing going on.
over there, the bed bugettes. I told them about what you were doing. I said, yeah, my boy Lamar, he raising his kids. He put them all in school. They said, why?
Mhm.
Mm.
They're waiting. They're just waiting to get their hands on those billions of kids and do the things that bed bugettes do, man. Put them in school, feed them, take care of them, be there for them.
Put them
Come
in
on,
beds and
man.
pillows and towels.
Yeah,
Find
Okay.
places for them to play.
you
Okay.
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
man, you need to step up and stop being a simp bug, man.
Yeah.
Start being more
I didn't want to say
assertive
it.
over
Like a
these
simp bug. You said you need to
scallywag
stop
bugs.
being a
Okay.
simp.
Come on, guys. Come
Scallywag
on, guys.
bug.
Yeah,
Come
bed
on, guys.
bug.
Look.
I'm a simp
Look.
bug.
Yeah, simp bug. And see.
Passport bug.
Two thousand, was it 2,000 kids? That's really not that
2 million.
many.
2 million.
Oh, 2 million kids.
Yeah.
Really not
So
that
that's
many.
Not that many. It's a little light work.
Freaking
Yeah,
dead
we was
bugs.
in there and out though.
No.
Just getting off a plane, relax.
No, my question was, have we eradicated them before and now they're back on the scene? Because in days of old, there were, these nursery rhymes, related to like bed bug bites, or it just seems like the proliferation of bed bugs was a lot more apparent. And I can't even say up until what time, but I never really heard about them a lot until I would say probably like the last 15 years or
Yep,
so
about
at the
right.
most, where it's
Yep.
like bed bugs are a thing I'm supposed to look out for. Now I got,
Yep.
checking the corners of the mattress when I stay in a hotel or something like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, what is it? Is it environmental? Have we eradicated them and now some conditions exist whereby they're able to flourish again? Have we gotten meteor? I mean, what's the story?
I like the meteor option. I was thinking about that. They must have rained down from space. We eradicated them at one point, and then they sent more troops.
More.
Yeah, because I want to do the same thing. Like, you don't hear about some sort of bug or whatever for decades. It seems like not a concern, and then all of a sudden, it's a huge concern. But these bugs didn't come out of nowhere, right? Like, there had to be some sort of catalyst, some sort of inciting incident that caused an explosion in their population.
Yeah.
By default, these days, I blame climate change.
Yes.
Based on the resources I've been consuming, climate change.
Yeah,
is
we don't. Yeah, we
the
don't
reason
know
for anything weird going on.
Yeah, there's no way we would know the true domino effect of something like a climate change for years to come. It could be the reason why so many people are acting crazy, right? Just a little bit more degrees of heat makes people lose their mind and bed bugs to flourish
Lose
a
their
little bit
mind.
better, right? They're just losing mind, start traveling across the seas and international travel. I don't know, man. I wish I knew. All I know is that like a place like Cincinnati was grimy and dirty, and I always assumed a place that has a lot of congestion and filth and you really can't keep up with, you can't get behind some of those diseases and parasites typically are perfect locations for it. New York, Paris, Cincinnati was small, but if you go to Cincinnati, the downtown it's an old downtown, so it's everything's on top of each other. The bed bugs could jump from one apartment to the other, you know. So I don't know. I don't know. You know, it could be a number of things, but that shit's nasty.
I do know this. That shit's nasty.
That shit's nasty, man. I mean, they drink your blood, they bite you, they can give you we don't need. I was literally talking to my sister about this. It's like, man, I feel like somebody opened the gates of hell, man. There's every demon you could think of that you could deal with is alive and going. Like you can't. You gotta fight everything today. It's like on the hardest level of life. Where all the bad guys on every level, all the illnesses, bugs,
Yeah, at some
climate
point we
change,
discover that
war.
demons are actually mosquitoes. We're like, oh yeah, that's
Oh,
That makes sense. Okay.
that makes
that
sense.
makes
You know.
get off me, demons.
That would be actually a perfect place. Like, oh, you know, fuck, I'm laying off all the demons. We're gonna, we're gonna
Start
employ
selling holy
heroes.
water and raid bottles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
demon spray.
it's annoying, man.
You spray holy water on you before you go out and play. No, cover your eyes.
Yeah,
Oh,
nasty.
no.
Cool. What else is in the news?
Well, I got something here. Speaking of Las Vegas,
Yes.
staying on
Yes.
topic of Las Vegas, but we're gonna take it back, way back, almost 30 years. One of the greatest artists in the last 20, 30, well, 30 years, by the name of Tupac was murdered, and the case went cold. Well, as of recent, it is heated back up. We had one of the members alive that says they were a part and experienced that night when Tupac was murdered. We find out he's actually just been telling this story for the last 20, well, actually, really the last 10 years at least. He wrote a book about it. There's a book out called Compton Street Legend, where it has juicy details of what happened that night from his perspective. And he also has been going around on podcasts, essentially promoting that book and clearing up any fog that surrounded Tupac's um, his murder. So I thought that was incredible to talk about. I wanted to show the clip. It's only about a minute long of this interview to kind of see and just kind of be up to speed. But to be honest, I thought this was one of the dumbest criminals of all time to get caught doing.
The world who killed Tupac Shakur, the 25-year-old rapper, considered one of the most influential artists of all time, was gunned down in Las Vegas in 1996. Well, on Friday, Dwayne Keefe D. Davis was indicted on one count of murder with a deadly weapon in relation to the killing. DJ Vlad, a major commentator in the hip-hop industry for years, admitted that police in Las Vegas asked him to help their investigation after he interviewed Keefe D. for his own show. And DJ Vlad
And you said
joins
that
me now.
Tupac pulled out a gun.
It looked like he was reaching, yeah. Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you actually see a gun?
No, shit. Once he got the reaching, I got the ducking.
So someone from your car
That's what happened.
started shooting at Tupac and Suge.
So Orlando shot across Dre.
He leaned over on the window. We rolled down the window, popped.
Who was it?
They would drove on my side. I would pop them. You know what I'm saying? But they was on the other side.
Right.
Yeah,
I thought Pierce was in deep thought.
right. It's like
No, his book is never in default. It's very
now. I'll give you some context about the guy. The shooter's name, Keefe D. The night that Tupac got shot, he was having a fight with that suspect's nephew, Orlando. And you see the footage online. That, it was at the Mike Tyson fight. They got beat up. But he said that night they left after the fight, and they went looking for him. They heard Tupac screaming talking to some ladies who are screaming at him to invite him to a club. Right as they were getting ready to go home, they see him, and that, as he described, happened. What I thought was interesting, what I learned from this is, I go, well, how did he? As you hear the clip, he's talking to the cops. He's basically confessing I'm like, how do you confess about something you did or was a part of it? You don't get charged. Well, he was in connection to other crimes, and they wanted to offer him what's called a proffer agreement, which allows you kind of the same thing happened to Young Gunner, where you're allowed to essentially confess, but what you're confessing on that day, what you share, will not be held against you in any investigation. However, for that day, if I admit or someone else admits or a victim corroborates what I said outside of that day, I am still able to be charged with that murder.
What kind of deal is that?
So if he goes outside the next day, it's like I did it. I was there. This happened. That they can get him on that.
Absolutely. Now that's some cold shit for the government. But the flip side is the sad thing I learned as well is for 27 plus years, not only did the Las Vegas and the LA Police Department know who killed Tupac, but most of South Central, Compton, and those who surrounded these guys, these people that knew these people, they knew who killed Tupac, right? Or at least who was involved. So for the family members that couldn't get closure, I thought that was crazy. Um, as a kid, I remember Tupac's death because it was right around the time of my grandfather's death. And I know they happened around the same time. So I remember that was a big moment for me to kind of experience something like that. Um, and then the dude, but just to write a book about it, man, it's like,
wow, that's bold.
Only living person, only other person that, well, there's two living people. There's him and Suge Knight, but Suge Knight recently said he's not going to testify.
Yeah.
What are y'all thoughts?
On them podcasts, one more time. I mean, what we do, I think, is pretty tame, but some of these podcasts,
like To Catch a Predator, but
man,
volunteer themselves.
It's something about that mic with a pop filter and a headset that it just I don't know. It's like a confessional. It's like church. You just I don't know why.
Is writing a book is that like is that something that you do for the streets? Like is that because
no street people
these street people write books like that? Like is that
the street dudes?
Like I'm getting up there.
They're reading it in prison, but they're not reading it in
About time I write a book about my adventures, my experiences.
Bitches of a gangster.
And don't you usually write once you reform? Like if something has changed about I guess
you get out of jail for the thing. You're like, all right, let me write a book because they can't punish me anymore for it. I've been punished. Let me do something with this story.
Right.
Yeah. Not before. Nobody knows.
This also makes me think about, okay, he did write it in a book, but is a book different than if I wrote it in a song, right? Or if I wrote it in a long story, right? It made me wonder, like, man, these new cases like this are going to start to reshape how we, like you said, the podcast, all that. It's going to shape how we do the justice. Because he could say, "Oh, I embellished," or "I didn't know what I was talking about. I'm crazy," right? I was just trying to sell a book off of exploiting this thing. No different than what an artist would say about their music, but yet on top of it, he's going around in a podcast explaining details of what he wrote in the book, and he is a former gang leader, I guess. He has been in prison, and he doesn't seem, like you said, he doesn't seem, what's the word I'm looking for? Reformed. He seems like a retired gangster. Like the book was his retirement, right?
We cut to a warehouse where um, some people who just committed a bank holdup have convened. Hey, everybody, get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here.
All right, all right.
All right,
What's
all
up?
right.
What's up?
Yeah, good. Everything went well. We
I'm
back.
coming in. Make
No
way
problem.
for me, y'all.
Oh,
Come on
big,
in, Coochie.
big Pap. Big
Pap.
Pap coming
Big
in.
Pap in the house, y'all.
All right, Pap. Look, good work, great heists. Everything we planned out worked perfectly to the T. I'm super proud of everybody.
I'm proud too. I'm proud
Uh,
too.
but I got a problem. I got a problem. When I came in here before everybody got in here to make sure everything was taken care of, make sure y'all had your waters and everything you need when we break this down and go everything. And I found a journal. I found a journal underneath the floorboard in the bathroom. Don't ask me how I knew that the floorboard needed to move and I could somebody could put something underneath there, but I found it. Let me just read a couple of words from this journal. Thursdays are the best nights to rob banks. That's the day after they've taken in their largest deposits from all commercial businesses and the day before security detail changes. Now, who's writing in their journal about the best time to rob a bank? I mean, we all in this together. What's going on here?
Well, sometimes, y'all move so much faster than, Big Pap. So I like to know that I could give y'all some value by knowing exactly when to direct us to do these heists and robberies.
Big Pep, this your journal?
Yes, my journal.
Oh.
Now, hold on. Before we get on Big Pap, I got to confess something too. He asked me to be the editor on that journal, so I've been reviewing, the content in there, making sure things are spelled right and whatnot. So it's not all Big Pap, is what I'm saying. Like,
Awesome.
Yeah, Dirty D is really good at reviewing my writing.
thank you.
He's a
Thank you.
stickler
I just want to
for
make sure he doesn't sound dumb. We all know Big Pap ain't dumb. We all know that.
No.
And I also want to say I did write the forward for the book.
No.
It's a good forward, though.
I mean, I've known Big Pap the longest, and I want to make sure everyone knows that he's a great guy, he's a sweet man, and that this book is worth reading.
Did you read the forward though? What you thought? What did you think about the forward?
I skipped right over that. I wanted to see what was being written. What this person was laying out there for the world to read.
I mean, I just wanted to capture some of our misadventures as well. Maybe we could share these stories with our grandkids one day.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about what we're gonna do after you retire? From holding up banks?
No, we're supposed to take all this money and move to different countries. Mexico, Colombia, Brazil, and Toronto.
Yeah, that's in the book. That's in the book.
Yeah, that's in the book.
That's
Yeah.
in the book too. This is no.
Well, there is a chapter in that book that explains how I do not want to go to those cities because of the bed bugs.
That's true.
And as a big guy, I got a lot of back meat.
Pap.
And bed bugs love eating back meat.
Yeah.
We got to a bed bug going up to a bed bug at the bar. Yo, girl. I got something to tell you, girl. I know that you shooed me off the other day, but check this out. Look on my phone right here. That's a picture of me on the back of Big Pap. All bed bugs know Big Pap. I got on his back. I was munching. I was biting. I was chewing, girl. You gotta come with me, girl. I'll get you in the back. I'll get you on his back.
Yeah. Big Pap, all right, I'm down with that. Yeah, let's
I got
go.
that big Pap swagger. You know it.
What you driving?
Well, there's something you got to do for me though. There's something you got to do for me.
Uh-huh.
Well, you see, I've been coming to this bar a long time, and I know that you are the daughter of the owner. I was wondering if you could maybe hook me up with one of them lifetime tabs. You do that for me, I'll get you on the big Pap back.
All right, so all I got to do is just get my father to give you a lifetime tab, and then you'll take me to Big Pap's back, right?
For sure, girl.
Lifetime
for
tab.
sure.
Okay, all right, fine. I'll ask my dad. Dad.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, you said
who wants a lifetime? Yeah.
Okay. I've been running this bar for a while. I was just, really put you and your siblings through school.
Y'all, all 2 billion of us.
Yeah, exactly.
We appreciate you, Dad.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I could do that for you.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, it's just
All
right. That's one small thing I want you to do for me.
Okay.
So I need a 4th bed bug. I'm planning a heist at a bank, and I need you. I need you in on this. You in?
You want me to? Dad, you got 2 billion kids to ask. Why me? Why?
You're my favorite. You're my favorite.
Dad. All right, fine. I'll be in on the heist.
Okay.
Just give him the open tab so I can get the Big Paps back.
Like I'm choosing you because you're the best writer out of all my kids.
Writer?
Words. Yeah.
Are we gonna write about the heist too?
Absolutely.
Dad, that goes in the face of the whole thing. There should be no evidence. Nobody should know what happened.
No, I mean, I'm getting up there in years, and I want to leave something behind for everyone to read and know who I was.
What I mean, do like street bed bugs really read? I mean,
and show. I did on the street bed bug.
Question for the ages, right there.
Shout out to the AI theme music.
Shout out to the AI music, baby. For John, for Miji, for Tandy, for myself. Can't tell us nothing. Show. We gonna get out of here. Enjoy that music.